Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you are, remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with your hockey coach called Frenchy. Today, episode number 188. What do you have in the menu, coach, today? First of all, I'm going to talk about, guys, Sean Monahan trade bait. Then, the end of BERGEVIN with the Montreal Canadiens benefit the Montreal right now at this moment. Possibly at the end, I talk, of course, the recap game between Montreal and the Chicago Blackhawks. And before we start, we invite you, please click on the likes, click on the likes, click on the likes, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show. We are less of 80 subscribers to hit the 6,000. And finally, please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the episode of the App Daily News today. And let's dive in talking about the first subject of the day. My next subject, guys, is about Sean Monahan trade bait for the upcoming weeks or month with the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, let's check his season 2022-2023 stats. In 21 game, guys, he has 14 points with 5 goals, 9 assists. His face-off percentage is at 53.7, one of the best in NHL. He was drafted by the Calgary Flame in 2013. He was drafted by the Calgary Flame in 2013, 6th overall pick. He's now 28 years old, 6'2", 200 pounds, and shoot on the left. We know Sean Monahan, guys, for the last couple of years, has a lot of injuries with both hip surgery. And now this is another biggest question. Can he stay in health and continue to performing like he does right now with the Montreal Canadiens? And we have to give credit, guys. He never played with good winger beside him, or he never played over the fact a couple of games in the first line. Whatever who play with him, he continues to performing with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, I want to mention to you, they have other center in NHL could be traded at the traded line, like Bo Horvat, Jonathan Toews, Max Domi, or possibly Jack Roslovic. So Monahan is really in the mix of those center, could possibly change the address as a trade deadline, and possibly Montreal could get benefit of this trade for sure, so add other assets. Now, the team I'm thinking about could trade for Sean Monahan. First of all, the Colorado Avalanche never find another player. One Kadri left the team as a center number 2. The Carolina Hurricanes, whatever they thought Kokanemi or Paul Stastny could play second center, does not work so far since the beginning of the season. Winnipeg Jet, honestly, one they bring Dubois center number 2, and the second line is okay, but usually he plays sometime on the first line as a winger, so possibly they will take advantage to get Sean Monahan, only not for the trade deadline, possibly for a long term. Finally, the Minnesota Wild, they never have a number 1 center, unfortunately, for the team, or a number 2. We know Goodrow or Atman are the center for that team. Finally, the New York Islanders, I think he could add more asset on the productivity on the offensive side. Whatsoever, they have a lot of goals this year, I think, to get Monahan on that team going to helping the Islanders going to be more deeper for the playoff. So, look, Montreal Canadiens are really targeting a first-round pick in return, with Montreal looking to get 3 first-round pick on the NHL Draft 2023, and that's what he can bring Monahan in return. They are really the only asset at this moment could have some kind of impact for the Montreal to get in return for Sean Monahan. Finally, guys, if ever this happened, Ken Hughes going to be a genius. He traded with the Calgary Flame, and he got in return a first-round pick and from with Sean Monahan. So imagine if they trade Monahan, they get a first-round pick, nothing really in return. Montreal got 2 first-round picks. Honestly, we have to give credit for Ken Hughes as the general manager for the Montreal Canadiens. Did a lot of good move since he is get hired at the beginning of 2023. Let's move on now, guys, for my next subject of the day. My second subject of the day, guys, I want to talk about Marc Bergevin and TREVOR TIMMINS. What? Yes, because inside of this roster, Montreal Canadiens right now, with 25 players, including Carey Price and Paul Biron, Timmins and Bergevin, they have 18 players came from their time with the Habs. They draft 6 of them. They make 8 trade, and they signed 4 UFA. So right now, under Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon, 7 players only, they are coming from them with friend signature or trade. Let's starting with the draft history. A lot of people complaining about Timmins, Bergevin. Honestly, they did pretty good in the last couple of years. I'm not going to go all over late, but the last couple of years, they turned around to be a good selection. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, between 13, 14, 15. The Montreal did not select very well, but in return, we have to be honest here. They select 25th, 26th, 28th. It's not easy when you select at that time of the draft to get something good as the first round. But let's talking first 2021 with Logan Mailloux, 31st overall. Kidney, Trudeau, Roy. 4 players right now have possibly have a good future with the Montreal Canadiens. Mailloux right now play with London Knights, OHL. Kidney and Roy are still in the QM. Both of them have 100 points last season. And William Trudeau now play with the Laval Rocket. They got a ELC contract like Roy and Kidney. Then 2020, guys, they select 16 overall. Caden Cooley, we know Cooley, what he's doing right now with Montreal Canadiens. Second round, Yann Mézak play with Laval Rocket. Farrell and Tobas, both of them play in NCAA right now, their second year. Look, not too bad. Farrell, a really good hockey player. Small, little bit, 5'8", 5'9". Tobas, Jen, goaltender, 6'5", have a good stat so far since the beginning of the season. Projected to become a good goalie in NHL, but we'll see how he's going to develop. Only 22 years old. 2019, they select only one good player, Cole Caulfield, 15 overall. But what the players Caulfield does right now with the Montreal Canadiens. 2018, yes, Kokanemi, yes, they should take priority catch-up. It is what it is. But they did very well second round because they got Romanov. Now Montreal trade Romanov for Kirby Doc. Finally, Jordan Harris still with the Montreal Canadiens. We know how he's doing right now with the Montreal this season. 2017, they got Rand Poland. They got trade with Jeff Petrie. In return, they got Mike Madison, Caden Primo. 2 players right now are still on the development. Primo is a little bit a roller coaster. Finally, the last year, I want to talk about as the draft history for Marc Bergevin and Trevor Timmins. I'm talking about 2016. Sergachev, 9 overall. Great selection for them. Unfortunately, they make a bad trade with Jonathan Drouin. Mete have a good couple of years in NHL. And finally, Michael Pesera with the Montreal Canadiens. Does give you an idea what they did in the last 6 years draft-wise. Bergevin and Timmins, we have to be honest, they did pretty good overall before 2015. They struggled, honestly, in 13, 14, 15. 2012, they got Galchenyuk now with the Montreal for Jeff Gordon and Ken Hughes. This complete guide, my second subject of the day. Quickly, I want to finish with a recap game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Chicago Blackhawks. The final score, guys, Montreal won 3-2 and shootout. But Suzuki scored his 12th goal of the season on the power play to give the lead 2-1, but Chicago tied the game during the third period. Montembeault, again, solid between the pipes, stopped 30 of the 32 shot he faced with a save percentage of .938. Monahan, 2 more points. That gave him 8 points in the last 8 games with the Montreal Canadiens. We talked about him a couple of minutes ago. Finally, a perfect shootout for the Montreal Canadiens. Caulfield, Suzuki, and Kirby Doc score a goal. And Doc, again, his ex-team NHL, find a way to get a W for the Montreal Canadiens. So good performance, Montreal Canadiens. They go to return Tuesday night against San Jose Sharks at the Bell Center. And right now they are 11-9-1 for a total of 23 points. They are 16 overall in the standing in NHL. That's complete, guys. All my subject of the episode at Daily News. Here we go, guys. This concludes another episode at Daily News with the hockey coach, Coach FRENCHY. But before we leave, we want to invite you. Don't forget, every Sunday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, at Branch, your Sunday rendezvous. We invite you to join us. We only talk about the Montreal Canadiens. And finally, we want to remind you, don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to Hockey National Show. Leave me a comments about this episode. And finally, remember, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessing day, everybody.